What is the difference between pre-IB and IB now that you're in your junior year?
The real IB is a lot different than the pre-IB because your junior and senior year, you have all these IAs assigned to you that are, distributed by the real IB program. So you have to make sure that you get them in on time, and teachers aren't as lenient as they were your freshman and sophomore year. So you really have to make sure that everything's on time, and a lot of teachers, they realize how serious the IB program is, so they're not going to make it easy for you to, if you turn something in late or if you just don't try as hard on a project as you should. So I think that's one of the biggest things that separates pre-IB and the IB.
What are all the possible tracks of interest you can take in your junior year in IB?
Actually there's three. You either have biology, design tech, that's two of them, and biology, obviously, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to go into the medical field, you're going to do biology. And then design tech, if you want to be an engineer or maybe something else in the world other than a doctor or something, having to do with science, you take design technology. And then you have ITGS, which is technology in a global society, physics, and then you have IB music. So you have a choice between those depending on what you want to do in the future. And if you don't know what you want to be or what you want to go to college for, you can always take whatever interests you the most. There's also math classes that differ. You have a choice between AP Calculus and then IB Math Studies. For those, better at math, they obviously take AP Calc, and then those, who need a break in math, they take IB Math Studies.
What is it like to have only one elective?
Lack of electives, honestly, it's kind of difficult. We have all these core classes with a lot of homework, and, during the day, it's nice to have electives that you can, kind of just relax in or have a good time in rather than sitting through a history lecture or an English lecture. But, I'm not complaining because I want colleges to see that I'm taking all of these core classes rather than maybe goofing off or doing something, not as serious in my elective class. But it's, each year we have at least one, so it's nice to have at least one.
How do you feel about your first IB exams this year?
I'm not really nervous for my IB exams because I feel like my IB teachers have prepared me well for them. I'm taking two of them, so ITGS and Spanish. So, my teachers did a really good job preparing me. I'm nervous because of how serious the test is. We get our IB numbers and all these IB, serious things that I really don't know much about yet, but I'm sure my teachers won't have a problem, explaining to the class how to do everything in a sense that I won't be as scared or, afraid of these tests.